Yeah, guys, we'll continue with okay. Last session we discussed history of C. Now we are talking about something called flavors of C language. So, what are the different flavors of C? Like when you talk about C language compiler, there are different names are there, and what is the respective platform? Like on MS DOS, the C compiler name is like Turbo C. Excuse me. Sorry. And there is something called ANSI C. If if you're working on Unix platform, Unix operating system. So if you're working on Linux, it is called as Dynamic C. And if you're there are two flavors on Windows, Vorland C and Microsoft C. And for Oracle database connectivity, people were using Pro C, and Mac OS people will use Quick C. Okay, like that. There are different flavors of C language is there. So now nobody is using Turbo C actually. Most of the people are using different editors on Windows. Like we are going to use something like Dev C++, I mean Dev C, or we may use some IDE like something called code blocks. Okay, so these are the different flavors of C language. We will see anyhow. If you learn any one like Turbo C or Dynamic C, coding will be same except the platform is different. Okay, let's start the actual topics of C, that is called keywords. Okay, so in English there are some words which we use frequently, those are called keywords. Coming to C language keywords, these are the words which have some special meaning in a C compiler. So like every word will have their own purpose and meaning. Those are called as keywords. Okay, like you can see here, there are total 32 keywords are there in C language, out of which you can see all of them. Like int is a keyword which represents integer, and then char is used for representing characters. If you want to mention any character like single character, you want to store anything like a b c something, only one character, then we go for char. Or if you want to represent group of characters also, we can use char actually with the size. You need to mention how many characters you want it to store. So coming to float is for floating point values, where you have numbers with the decimal places. If you want to store more capacity of decimal places, we go for double. Okay, and then there is something called long. If you want to use long integer like long space int like that, we can use two keywords together in order to create big numbers. If you want to store big numbers, there is a range for integer and long integer that we will discuss with examples so that you'll understand. And coming to short, so short is smaller than integer. In that situation, short values, short numbers than integer, you can go for it. And there are two types of integers, like signed integer and unsigned. Okay, signed means with sign if you wanted to store like plus 10 or something like that, positive. Unsigned means without any sign, if you want to store, we go for unsigned. And then void is to represent the method return type or function. When you are working with functions, we use this void actually. And when you are writing main method also, you may write void main, something like that. So that is said to be void keyword. So all these keywords we will discuss when you go for the respective chapter. We will understand every keyword purpose and the usage. Right now just I'm giving you a brief of each and every keyword. Like if means if you are checking any condition, true means what to do will be explained with if. Else means if the condition is false, what to do. If means if the condition is true, what to do. Else means if the condition is false, what to do. If else will be used combined together most of the cases. Switch means when you are taking multiple choices, like out of which you user need to select only one choice, then we use switch and case together. And inside the switch case only, we use something called break statement, break keyword. And continue is for skipping one or more iterations inside any loops, like while loop or for loop, any loops you can use this continuous statement. And then enum is for storing enumerated data types, and struct is for storing structures. Just a minute, guys. Okay, so we are storing structures. In order to store structures, we use struct keyword. And return is used to return any value from a method we use or function we use return keyword. And static keyword is used to specify the storage modifier or storage classes. These four comes under storage classes, like auto, static, register, extern. These four comes under storage classes in C language. We will discuss them in a separate chapter, how this auto is different from static and register, extern, all these things. And coming to looping control statements like while, do while, and for, these three comes under looping control statements. And go to is called as unconditional control statement. And coming to union, if you want to store only one value out of multiple different values, we go for union actually. And coming to the size of keyword is used, it concerned, it is used to know the size of a variable, like how many bytes it is getting occupied in memory, like maybe 2 bytes or 4 bytes. If we have any doubt on it, then we can make use of size of keyword. And sometimes when you are allocating memory at runtime also, we use size of keyword. So especially when you are working with data structures, we use this size of keyword. And type def is for defining our own data types, new data types from the existing data types. We use type def keyword. And remember, guys, there is no space between size and of. Size of you need to write as a single word. Okay, here also unsigned without any space. And type def without space. Okay, it's a single word actually. And const for defining constants. Constant means the values which can't be changed is called as constants, like pi value. Okay, so in that case we go for const actually. Volatile is a keyword again for storing some temporary values, memories, values. We go for volatile. And then default is for specifying default value if user is selecting something which is not available in the list along with the switch case. So in switch case we use default keyword. Okay, these are all said to be keywords in C language, which are used for uh, you know particular purpose. Depends upon the requirement, we use the keywords. But whenever we type the keyword in C language coding, so compiler will understand that okay, this is when it sees this int, it is meaning of integer. We need not write int completely, guys. Just if you write int, compiler will understand it as an integer. Same way for character, you need not write CHARACTER like that. If you say char, it will understand automatically. So that is how keywords are defined in C language. Okay, so keywords are nothing but reserved words which are understandable by C language compiler. They have some special meaning and purpose. Those are called keywords. Like if you go to something like dictionary, so what happens in dictionary? In dictionary, like there are so many words, right? So many words, like every word in dictionary will have some meaning and purpose of each and every word, like how to use that word. It may be like adjective, or it may be verb, or it may be noun, like that it will be mentioned in brackets. So that is how we will understand the purpose and usage of each and every word in dictionary. Same way keywords are useful for us, depends upon the requirement. We will discuss one by one, and we keep on moving ahead. You will understand what are the different keywords and their purposes. Okay, so now we are talking about something called operators in C. So what are the different types of operators we have in C language? So what is operator first of all? So if you wanted to know what is operator, we should look at something like let's open notepad. And yeah, you can see here. So I'm writing a simple statement, guys. Operators. means, so with what we are doing operation is called as operators. For example, I said C is equal to A plus B, something like this I wrote it. So when you see this statement, so here there are two operators, one is equals to and second one is plus operator. So these two are called as operators. Plus and equal to are called operators, because with this plus and equal to only we are able to do some operation. For example, what is the use of plus here? Plus is for, what is use of plus operator, guys? Plus is for adding numbers, right? So we are doing addition of A and B with the help of plus operator, and then we are assigning this result into C. This is called as, equal to operator. So here in the statement, equal to plus are called as operators, and remaining like A, B, C are called as operands. So with what we are doing operation are called as operators, on which we are doing operation are called as operands. Suppose if I remove A, B, C, we can't do any operation, right? So operands should be there, and at the same time operators should also be there. So in every statement we will have both operators as well as operands. That's what I told you in this statement. You can see in every operation or calculation or in a formula there will be two things called operators and operands. So with what we are doing operation, they are called, what we operate are called operators, and on which we do the operation are called as operands. So broadly, the operators are divided into two types, guys. In any programming language, there are two types of operators, like binary operators and unary operators. So what are binary operators? The operators which needs two or more operands. I mean minimum. I mean two operands should be there. That is called as binary operator. Okay. Unary means the operators which requires only one operand. That is called unary operator. Let's look at this plus, minus, star, slash. These are said to be binary operators. So why we call them as binary operators? Because we can do, we have to take two operands, then only I can do, like addition if we want to do. Binary operators and unary. Binary operators. So you should have like A and B. Two should be there. Then only I can do addition, like A plus B I can do, or I can do A minus B I can do. So anything is possible if you have minimum two. A minus B. Okay. A into B. Into B means here we need to use star. And then A divided by B means you need to use slash operator. Like that for any arithmetical operation if you want to do, you need minimum two operands. So this is said to be, binary operator. Coming to unary operator is concerned, only one operand is enough. Unary operators like plus plus and minus minus. Okay, we will discuss this later with examples. I'll tell you in a simple way to understand what is unary operator. For example, I said A is equal to 10. If you say A plus plus, that means you are increasing A value to the 1, to one value will be increased, existing value to the existing value. So what is A value now? 10. A plus plus means it will become 11. So this is the way you can work with unary operators. It is also called as a auto increment operator. A becomes 11. Suppose I have a variable called B in which I have 10, and I said B minus minus. So when you say like this, B value is 10 actually, but when you say minus minus, the value of B will be increased, decreased to 1. So what is the value of B now? If you remove 1 from B, so B equals to 9. So like this, you can decrease the value of B with minus minus operator. So plus plus means we are increasing 1 to the existing value. So a value 10, it became 11, but here minus minus means we are decreasing one to the existing value, so that will become 9. So like this we can use unary operators, plus plus and minus minus. Okay. So coming to the classification of operators, we further divide all the operators like binary and unary into different classifications like arithmetical operators, logical operators, relational operators, conditional or ternary operators, and then unary operators, assignment operators. Okay, arithmetical assignment. I mean, assignment operator only one will be there. That is equals to, and arithmetical assignment. I mean, if you wanted to use together both arithmetical and assignment operator together, we go for this what you call arithmetical assignment operators. Other miscellaneous operators like there are some special operators are there like dot star, arrow operator, ampersand. I mean, and symbol will be there. That is called as ampersand of operator. Okay, ampersand means address of operator. These are all comes under other operators, guys. Okay, so let's get started with the arithmetical operators, which are very much familiar for most of the students. So coming to the arithmetical operators is concerned, we have plus for addition. I did not write it here because we know it. Plus is for addition and minus is for subtraction. Coming to multiplication, we use asterisk symbol, guys. There is no into symbol or there is no something like if you give brackets it will be multiplication. Like in mathematics people will say if you give brackets that's the meaning of multiplication, and if there is no operator symbol then that is said to be multiplication. Like ab, if you write a into b like that people will say, but here in C language you have to say a star b, then only it is a multiplication. If you give brackets, there is no meaning of multiplication. We have to specify the symbol called asterisk. Okay, then only multiplication will be happening. Coming to the next, slash is for division. Guys, there are two types of slash will be available. This slash is for division, forward slash, and there is another slash called backward slash. That is for specifying escape sequences. Like if you want to print a new line, new tab. Okay, so for that purpose we use a backslash. Actually, this is forward slash. Okay, this is used for division. Means in mathematics we have divided by symbol, right? So we don't have divided by symbol in C language. C, C++, Java, even .NET, C Sharp. Most of the languages use same operators as it is. That's why if you learn these well here, there it will be easy for you. So slash is for division. Coming to the percentile is concerned, percentile is for modulus operator. So modulus means in order to find the remainder of a division, then we go for percentile operator. So let me tell you an example of all these arithmetical operators so that you will easily able to understand. Okay, like I'm taking a value 10 and b value 2. This is what I have right now. I have two variables called a and b. So a value is 10 and b value is 2. Now what I'm saying is I'm taking result 1 is equal to like a plus b. Result 1 variable name can be anything, you can give anything like result 1 is equal to a plus b. So what is the meaning of it? So the meaning of this is we are adding a plus b value and we are storing in the value, storing the value in result 1. Okay, so now what is the value of result 1, guys? What is the value of result 1? Surya, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of result
12.
1? That is 12, because 10 plus 2 we are storing in result 1. Result 1 is 12. That's fine. Here I'm writing the answer. This is 12. And coming to the second, I'm saying result 2 is equals to a minus b. So what is the value, guys? So in C language
8.
generally, yeah. So it is 10 minus to 8. Super. Good, good. Coming to result 3 is equal to, here I'm seeing A
A into
star
B.
B. So what is the answer now? What is the value of result 3?
20.
20. Super. Coming to the result 4 variable value, I'm giving as A slash B.
5.
Yeah, 10 divided by 2, 5. Coming to the last, result 5 is equal to A mod B. Mod means modulus. Modulus means remainder. So when you divide 10 and 2, 2 5s are 10, remainder 0. So the answer for this is 0. Okay, generally when you divide two numbers, we always see the result as quotient, right? Quotient as the result we will discuss. So if you give slash, you will get quotient. And coming to the percentile is concerned, we will get remainder. So that's why 0 is the answer for A percentile B or A mod B. Okay. So in this way we can understand all these what do you call arithmetical operators. Okay. So we are talking about all these arithmetical operators. Arithmetical operators. So like plus, minus, plus for addition we are adding to, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, slash for division where you will get quotient. Coming to percentile you'll get remainder. So that's all about arithmetical operators. So now we are moving to the next category. Those are called as logical operators. Okay. So logical operators means if you want to perform any logical operations, like you want to compare two values, two or more values, then we go for these logical operators. So this double AND symbol is called as AND in C language. Double AND sign. Two times if you write AND, that is called as AND. If you write only one AND, a single AND means that is called as ampersand of operator or address of operator. So if you write two AND symbols, that is called as AND in C language, which comes under logical operator. So coming to OR, double pipe symbol, if you type, pipe symbol will be like this. In keyboard, you will have a line with small gap will be there. That's called as pipe symbol. Two pipe symbols, if you type together, that is called as OR operator. Okay. Coming the exclamation mark is said to be not operator, just like NOT not. Like if you keep before anything like before equal to, if you keep exclamation mark, it is called as not equal to operator. Okay. So like that, if you want to check whether the condition is true, I mean not true means you go for exclamation mark. So and or not, these three are called as logical operator. So let me tell you example of and or and how not, how these will be used. These are called as logical operators. Okay. So I wanted to check whether a student is pass or not. So how to check a student is pass or not? For example, I'm taking maths value, maths subjects, maths marks, like 70 marks in mathematics, and in physics we have 80, chemistry we have 90. Okay, like this we have some marks. Now I need to check whether the student is pass or fail. Okay. So in that case, suppose if student got 35 greater than or equal to 35 in each and every subject, then I will say pass. That is my condition. In that case, what we do is, we will write like this: if m greater than or equal to 35, and the double and symbol we need to use. P greater than or equal to 35, P symbol, P for physics marks, greater than or equal to 35, again and symbol we need to use. Chemistry, C greater than or equal to 35. If all are true, then I will say pass. So here I will write pass. Okay, otherwise fail. Of course, you may use printf statement here in order to print it. I'm not talking about the result, how it is working, but the way we need to write it like this. We will discuss anyhow with example how to do this in C language, same thing. we will discuss. But here is the point: math subject greater than equal to 35, and this symbol, two and symbols, is called as and. Physics also should be greater than equal to 35, and chemistry also should be greater than equal to 35. If all are greater than equal to 35, then only I will say student is pass. Of course, I may be different marks will be there in another subject. Maybe suppose 17 marks or 25 is pass mark. Then I can say M1 M1 greater than equal to 25 pass, M2 greater than equal to 25. Like that we can write it, guys. It's your wish how you wanted to make it. Okay. So this is called as logical operator AND. So what is the meaning of AND? If all the conditions are true, then only it will say true. That is what the behavior of AND operator. Coming to OR operator is concerned. So now let's see this AND operator example. See now, 70 greater than equal to 35. True or false? 70 greater than equal to 35. Yes, true. Next, physics. 80 greater than equal to 35. Yes, 80 is greater than 35. True. And chemistry greater than equal to 90 greater than equal to 35. Yes, so we can say pass here. Okay. Suppose if you say like chemistry, he or she got 10, say for example, then this is okay. 70 greater than 35, true. And physics greater than 35, yes. 80 greater than 35, true. But chemistry is not greater than equal to 35. It's only 10 marks. 10 greater than equal to 35 is false, right? Then this will not be printed. So it will not print pass here because he got less than 35. So that is the way this AND operator will be used. If all the conditions are true, then only it will perform this action. Otherwise, it will not execute this message, whatever you are writing inside the curly braces. So coming to the next, there is something called OR operator. Like how to use OR. OR means if M less than 35 or I mean maths less than 35 or physics less than 35, in any one subject he or she got less than 35, then I will say fail. So or C less than 35. That is the meaning of it. So in any one subject, if he or she got less than 35, maths less than 35 or physics less than 35 or chemistry less than 35, then what I will say? Fail. So this is the way to write conditions in if condition using AND operator is here or operator here. So what is the behavior of AND operator? If all the conditions are true, then only this will be executed. Coming to OR operator is concerned, double pipe symbol is said to be OR. Either this is true or this is true, or if anyone is true, I will say fail. Means in any one subject, if student got less than 35, I will say fail. So it's not the matter of 70 marks in maths, physics 80 marks, but less than 10, right? I mean less than 35, right? 10 marks means I will say fail. So AND means if all the conditions are true, then only this will be executed. OR means if any one is true, then it will be executed. So any one condition among three is true, this will be executed. It's not compulsory to keep three conditions, guys. You can keep two conditions, sometimes three, sometimes four, sometimes five. It depends upon the requirement. Okay. So that's all about AND and OR. Okay. So not operator we will see in the next, like there is something called relational operators, there we will see that not is equal to how to use like that. So let's see this relational operators. So relational means less than operator, just like mathematics, only less than, greater than, same as mathematics as it is. Coming to less than or equal to, in maths we will draw a small line beside under this angle less than, like this one line, that is said to be less than or equal to. Same way greater than equal to means we'll draw some line here, that is said to be greater than equal to. Like but here in C language you have to type less than, beside that equal to, that is said to be less than or equal to. Greater than symbol beside that equal to, that is called as greater than or equal to. Same way double equal to is called as equal to here, and not equal to is said to be exclamation mark is equal to is called as not equal to. Okay, so I hope you know what is less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. But only thing is, why he gave double equal to sign here, and already we have single equal to, right? Then what is difference between two, that we will discuss. Okay, so let's see this double equal to and single equal to differences. Difference between single equal to and double equal to. So in C language, when you are writing any code, wherever you use single equal to, it is used for assignment. Double equal to is used for comparison. For example, if I say a is equal to 10, so what is the meaning of it? You are simply storing the value 10 into a. That is said to be assignment operator. So right side value we are assigning to the left side variable, that is a. So a value is 10 here. That is the meaning of it. If I say a equals to, or if I say b equals to a, that means I'm assigning a value into b. So what is a value? 10. 10 I'm assigning to b. So a b's are same. That is the meaning of something like this. Okay, so right side value will be assigned to left side variable. That is said to be the meaning of single equal to. Coming to double equal to, if I say a double equals to 10, what is the meaning of it? We are checking the value of a is equal to 10 or not. That is the meaning of this. This is comparison operator, guys. So if you are comparing two values, then we have to use double equal to operator. If you are assigning any value, like right side value 10 I want to assign to a, then you can say equals to 10. If you want to compare a and b, I can write like this: b double equals to a, or a double equals to b. You can write like that. So what is the meaning of this? You are comparing a value with b, whether a is equal to b or not. Of course, b is equal to a or not. You can tell like anything. Both are same. So if you wanted to check whether the value of a is equal to b or not, then we have to use double equal to operator. If you want to assign any value of a into b or b value into a, then we need to use b is equal to a. So b is equal to a means a value you are assigning to b. If you say a equal to b means you are assigning b value into a. Guys, are you understanding? So
Yes,
single
Alex.
equal to is meant for assignment, to store any value to any variable. Double equal to is meant for comparing two values whether they are equal or not. That is the difference between single equal to and double equal to. Okay, so tomorrow we will continue with conditional or ternary operators, how they are working. Okay, so any questions, guys?